Okay, today we're talking about sequencing. Okay, and I've already written in some stuff. Hopefully you can read it. So our I can determine the common difference of a ratio of a sequence. So at the end of this lesson, that's what you should be able to do. And I'll give you the formulas and things to be able to do that. Okay. And what is a sequence? So a sequence is an ordered list of numbers. Okay. And there's a common difference and a common ratio. So the common difference is the numbers being added or subtracted to each term. And the common ratio is the numbers multiplied or divided to each term. Okay, so make sure you pause and you write all that down before we get to our examples. Okay, so a sequence can be represented in a lot of things, okay? So let me give you an example right here. If we have number 3, 7, 11, and 15. Okay. Now, this is a common difference sequence because, as you can see, we add 4. So 3 plus 4 equals 7. 7 plus 11, or 7 plus 4 equals 11. And 11 plus 4 equals 15. So we add 4 each time. So that is a common difference sequence. All right, the next sequence, as you can see, are blocks, okay? So we start with one block, and then we add 2. So we're adding 2 blocks every time. So you add 2, it gives us 3 blocks. We add 2 to the third block, or the 3 blocks, and it gives us 5 blocks, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's go to this one. We have 1, 10, 2, 6, 3, 2, and 4, -2. So as you can see, for our first one, our sequence is minus and 4. Okay. 6 minus 4 gives us 2. 10 minus 4 gives us 6. 6 minus 4 gives us 2. 2 minus 4 gives us -2. Okay. And for the graph, just draw some dots up here. And as you can see, for every one that it goes over on your x-axis, it gains a y-axis 1. Okay. So the graph increases every time it goes over. So now we have to determine the 10th sequence, or the 10th term for the following sequence. So we have 5, 11, 17, and 23. So we can either add or subtract to figure out what the total sequence is. So we got to say what plus 5 gives us 11, or 11 minus 5 is 6. So right here we have plus 6. 11 plus what gives you 17, or 17 minus 11 is 6, positive 6. Okay, 17 plus what gives you 23, or 23 minus 17 gives you a positive 6. So they want us to find the 10th term, and they've already given us 4 terms. Okay, so we need to find 6 more terms. So 23 plus what? 23 plus, so we know our common term, our common difference is 6. Okay, so 23 plus what? Or 6 gives us what? So 23 plus 6 gives us 29. So that's our fifth term. Okay, our sixth term is 29 plus 6, which is 35. The term after that is 35 plus 6 is 41. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we need 3 more terms. So 41 plus 6 is 47. Now, again, our common difference is 6, so that's why we're doing plus 6. So 47 plus 6 is, you guessed it, 53. Okay, and our last term that we're looking for, our 10th term, is 53 plus 6, which is 59. Now let's complete this table over here. And you can see our 4th and 5th term is missing. So we need to figure out what our common difference is over here. Okay, so I have negative 20, negative 17. Okay, so how do I get to negative 20 down to negative 17? All right, so negative 20 plus 3 gives us negative 17. Okay, negative 17 plus 3 gives us negative 14. Negative 14 plus 3 gives us negative 11. So that's the 4th term right there. So now we have a negative 11 plus 3 gives us a negative 8. So those are our terms we're looking for. All right, so let's go to our 3 questions. And it's the same thing. We got to complete the sequence. So we need to figure out if it's a common difference sequence or common ratio sequence. So let's start here. Let's go 4 plus what gives us 10? That'll be 6. All right, so that means 10 plus 6 should give us not 25. It gives us 15. So we know we're not doing common difference, which is adding and subtracting. So now we need to figure out what our common ratio is, okay? So what we want to do is take our numbers and divide. So we want to take our second term, that 10, and divide it by that 4. So 10 divided by 4 is 2.5. Okay. Now 25 divided by 10 is also 2.5. So that means every sequence is 2.5. Also divided by 25 is 2.5. So again, every sequence is being multiplied by 2.5. So in order to figure out this next term, we have to multiply 62.5 by 2.5. Okay, go ahead and do that. And it should give you 156.25. Okay, then we have to multiply that by 2.5. And it should give us 390.625. Okay, and then we take that 390.625 and multiply that by 2.5, and we should get 970.5625. Okay, so on this one, we were looking for a common ratio not our common difference, but our common ratio. And it was 2.5. So we multiplied by 2.5. All right, so let's move up to our block figure, and they want us to draw the figures to the sixth figure. Okay, so we have our first three figures, and as you can see, we started with 1 here. Now we're at 3. Okay, then now we're at 5. So 1, 3, 5 look like the common difference. Look like it's adding by 2 each time. So the common difference is plus 2 blocks. So we need to find the sixth figure. Okay, so here's our 4th, 5th, and 6th. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause it, and I'm gonna draw my 4th and 5th figure so we can get, all be on the same page. All right, so your drawing figure should look like this. All right, so we go from 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks because we added 2 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks because we added 2 to 11 blocks. Okay, and our last one says use the figure from number 2. How many boxes are there in an 8th figure? Okay, so pretty simple. And we know there's 11 blocks or boxes in the 6th figure, and we keep adding 2. So that means the 7th figure is going to have 13 boxes. And the 8th figure is what they're asking for. It's going to have 15 boxes because we just keep adding 2. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Make sure you get your work done. And don't worry about a reflection this week. Just again, make sure you get your work done.